It's 2025. Governors, they don't govern anymore. They dunk. CEOs, they don't lead. They ratio. Trolling is no longer fringe. It's mainstream. It's mainstream strategy. Welcome, brave new world. Sawadee krap and welcome to another episode here for the Family Pod, Mindful Media and Communication. And what I just said in the intro is something that I did not expect to bother me, to be honest, because I love memes, I love trolling, I love sarcasm, all those things, and I'm sure you do too, because otherwise you wouldn't be here. But what we see right now is that governors, politicians, they go viral for clapbacks, not policies. You see it, and I'm so glad we have this example. You see that in US politics very well right now. Gavin Newsom, someone where lots of people agree on. It's not, and again, I'm not American, I look probably outside, but generally, left or right, no one likes him as a politician. But now he's going viral with his clapbacks. He copies Donald Trump, basically, right? And just like clapping back, making fun of everybody, and it seems to work. Pfizer, you know, that company that vaccinated us, and we're not making this a vaccination podcast, that vaccinated us, leans into trolling anti-vaxxers on social media, and people are having fun with it. So politicians and brands are adopting kind of like a similar strategy, and that's like a meme kind of tone when it comes to their official communication, because they think you use the meme tonality, you are kind of like creating some viral buzz that leads to you being a legitimate brand persona, someone to be taken serious. So what looks like jokes and memes and having fun is actually a strategy. It's a well thought through communication strategy. Now, why does it work? Why do we fall for it? Because we see what they're doing, right? Why does it work? Well, that's where a theory comes in. As always, I'm going to throw a few theories your way to try to explain why this is happening, okay? So the first theory we discuss in this case is called postmodern branding. Okay, there's been this researcher, name is Holt, doesn't matter, said that things like irony, parody, and satire can be used as authenticity markers. That's how he called it, right? So he says, okay, when we're using those forms of communication, we show that we think about things and that we are aware, self-aware maybe even, and not taking ourselves too seriously, which means in return, we are more authentic because we know what people think about us. So we kind of like use irony, parody to flow with it, and hence appear to be more authentic. Now the question would be, is that still the case if you're doing it on purpose? If it's your communication strategy, is it still authenticity, or is it just well played? Our guy Debord, right? We talked about it many a times already. He talks about a theory that's called the society of the spectacle. The society of the spectacle means that we as an audience, we want to be entertained. And we like to watch people doing crazy things and celebrities doing weird stuff because we don't do it ourselves. So we want to be entertained by others doing things that we couldn't do ourselves. That's why reality TV, for example, has been big and now live streams and all those things, right? So taking it to the trolling thrives because we think, damn, I would like to do that too, but I can't. But so I go along with other people who do the trolling. I mean, that's why people like Speed and so on became famous. Those online trolls. That's how it works. And the last one, well, actually almost, parasocial outrage. We talked about parasocial relationships on this podcast before, if you remember that. That's like when you follow someone and you know lots about them, celebrities, not creepy stalking way, okay? So you follow celebrities and you know lots about them, and they don't really care about you because they don't know you. They care about their fans, of course, but they don't know you. So you know them very well. They don't know you at all. That's called a parasocial relationship. Okay, so parasocial outrage now means audience, they feel part of the show through shared anger, basically. Okay, so you're feeling like you're part of it by sharing the outrage, even though it happens to someone that you're not really related to. Okay, so that's parasocial outrage. Now, the last thing I want to mention here is sarcasm. Sarcasm is also a big impact factor here, because we kind of embrace it. Because I think, and it's now me putting my thinking hat on a little bit more, is we're embracing it because everything is so serious all the time. So if someone's not being as serious and is trolling, having fun, be like, oh, that's cool. Not everything should be serious all the time. Even though, let's be honest, politicians and healthcare providers should be serious about what they're doing, about their jobs. They can have fun, but maybe be serious about your job. Because right now we're at a stage where maybe your healthcare provider might not cure you, but hey, they have a funny clapback to your politician. A few examples for you, okay? Very famously, Wendy's blew up years ago about having like this crazy personality on Twitter. And Twitter was the Twitter. I mean, they're still doing it, but it's been around for a long time. Wendy's was like the go-to. They were roasting people left and right. It was fun because it was not just a strategy. It was just, okay, they're one out of few brands that do that, and they really seem to enjoy it. But now politicians plan meme campaigns. They're scheduling the memes and they're planning with going viral, creating viral buzz on a fun base. Is that what we want? That's the question. It makes me feel real old while I say that. And the news coverage, right? They're amplifying it because they're like, hey, this is what Gavin Newsom said, and it's generating so much buzz online, and now it's generating even more buzz because we are reporting about it. So, from my point of view, trolling as a PR strategy kind of flattens what governance is supposed to be into just a pure content machinery, basically. Right? So now even serious parts of life, healthcare, politics, are just content generation. So the difference between I Show Speed and Gavin Newsom is kind of getting blurry. And you can say, but that's great, we shouldn't have politicians on a pedestal, which, yeah, but they still should be doing their job, shouldn't they? They shouldn't be worried about like who gets the most likes, shares, engagement. They should be worried about like, hey, actually fixing your country. Again, I can't believe I'm saying this because I'm all like, hey, social media, new media, everything is awesome. Let's embrace new things. But this right now, seriousness disappearing and everything's a meme, everything's content, kind of bothersome, to be honest. And the thing is, let's take away for this short episode today, right? If satire becomes weaponized and it's like used within, and it's, I mean, satire has always been there and it's great, right? Holding the mirror up to someone in charge. That's what it's for. It's great. But if you turn democracy into like a roast battle, then again, maybe the context gets lost, the actual important causes get lost, and it's all just about who's got the best bars. And that might be something none of us want. Because the memes, they kind of like, they blur, like, what's the difference between like just a joke and real policy? And we all go and interact more with the actual jokes. I mean, just this week, Joe Rogan had Tim Dillon on the podcast, right? And they're joking about like everything. And then you can say, yeah, it's just jokes. Yeah, and it is just jokes. It's fun. And I enjoyed lots of Tim Dillon stuff in the past too. But at some point, you're also going to say, yeah, I get it's just jokes. And you're a comedian, you're supposed to do that, sure. But now if politicians copy your blueprint and copy like, hey, he did it, so now I'm doing it too, and we still go along with it, that's maybe where we should draw a line in the sand. But then again, maybe it's just me, old man yelling at cloud. You tell me. And I'm going to end on this, but when I look at politicians, what I want is a leader. What I get is a content creator. A content creator with health insurance, hey, but a content creator. And that's not what I wanted. Let me know if I'm overreacting or if you see it in a similar way. Let me know who's your favorite content creator politician right now that's using the media in a smart but also in a maybe helpful way. That would be cool. Leave it in the comments at Funkepod, like, share, subscribe. You know the drill. Stay safe, stay sane. Don't follow every single content creator out there. Let them know what you think. And we talk soon. Sawadee.